And how could you disbelieve while to you are being recited the words of Allah, and among you is His messenger? And whoever hold firmly to Allah has indeed been guided to a straight path. O you who have believed, fear Allah as He should be feared, and do not die except as Muslim in submission to Him, and hold firmly to the rope of Allah altogether, and do not become divided. And remember the favor of Allah upon you when you were enemies, and He brought your heart together, and you become by His favor brothers, and you were on the edge of a pit of the fire, and He saved you from it. Thus does Allah make clear to you His verses, and that you may be guided. And let there be arising from you a nation inviting to all that is good, enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong, and those will be the successful. And do not be like the ones who became divided and differed after the clear proofs had come to them, and those will have a great punishment. On that day some faces will turn white and some faces will turn black. As for those whose faces turn black, to them it will be said, did you disbelieve, reject faith after your belief? Then taste the punishment for what you used to reject. But as for those whose faces turn white, they will be within the mercy of Allah. They will abide therein eternally. These are the verses of Allah. We recite them to you, O Muhammad, in truth, and Allah wants no injustice to the worlds, His creatures. To Allah belong whatever is in the heaven and whatever is on the earth, and to Allah will all matter be returned. You are the best nation produced as an example for mankind. You enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong, and believe in Allah. If only the people of the scripture had believed, it would have been better for them. Among them are believers, but most of them are definitely disobedient. They will not harm you except for some annoyance, and if they fight you, they will show you their backs. Retreat, then they will not be aided. They have been put under humiliation by Allah wherever they are overtaken, except for a rope covenant from Allah and a rope treaty from Allah, the Muslim, and they have drawn upon themselves anger from Allah and have been put under destitution. That is because they disbelieved in, rejected the verses of Allah, and killed the Prophet without right. That is because they disobeyed and habitually transgressed. They are not all the same. Among the people of the scripture is a community standing in obedience, reciting the verses of Allah during periods of the night and prostrating in prayer. They believe in Allah and the last day, and they enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong, and hasten to good deeds, and those are among the righteous. And whatever good they do, never will it be removed from them, and Allah is knowing of the righteous. Indeed, those who disbelieve, never will their wealth or their children avail them against Allah at all, and those are the companions of the fire. They will abide there eternally. The example of what they spend in this worldly life is like that of a wind containing frost, which strikes the harvest of a people who have wronged themselves, sinned, and destroyed it, and Allah has not wronged them, but they wrong themselves. O you who have believed, do not take as intimates those other than yourself, believer, for they will not spare you any ruins. They wish you would have hardship. Hatred has already appeared from their mouth, and what their breast conceal is greater. We have certainly made clear to you the sign if you will use reason. Here you are loving them, but they are not loving you, while you believe in the scripture, all of it. And when they meet you, they say, we believe, but when they are alone, they bite their fingertip at you in rage. Say, die in your rage. Indeed, Allah is knowing of that within the breast. If good touches you, it distresses them, but if harm strikes you, they rejoice at it. And if you are patient and fear Allah, their plot will not harm you at all. Indeed, Allah is encompassing of what they do. And remember when you, O Muhammad, left your family in the morning to post the believers at their stations for the battle of Uhud, and Allah is hearing and knowing. When two parties among you were about to lose courage, but Allah was their ally, and upon Allah the believers should rely. And already had Allah given you victory at the battle of Badr while you were weak, few in number, then fear Allah, perhaps you will be grateful. Remember when you said to the believers, is it not sufficient for you that your Lord should reinforce you with 3,000 angels sent down? Yes, if you remain patient and conscious of Allah and the enemy come upon you attacking in rage, your Lord will reinforce you with 5,000 angels having mark of distinction.